All right, Libra, thanks for tuning in to your January of 2015 horoscope. My name is Athan. All right, so this month has an emphasis on your fourth house of home, family, past, your roots, your emotional connectivity. Seeing how your home is wherever you are, having that emotional foundation and security wherever you are, which is a good, solid connection to your feelings. It's also a manifestation house, which has to do with when you feel a certain way, it mirrors in your reality. It creates your reality the same way our thoughts do. So strong emphasis on there, and it starts with Mercury going into that fourth house right there on the 1st to join up with Venus. So towards the end of last month, you guys were already enjoying the home, the family, your connections there, and also your connection to your inner emotional state. And now with Mercury joining up, it's going to be, the whole emphasis this month will be on thinking about it, considering it, reworking it, because Mercury is going to go retrograde on the 21st. So especially from the 21st onward, how you can rework, how you can restructure this part of your life. But up until that point, just simply thinking about it. And I think it'll be on your mind, and I think you're going to enjoy it very much so, especially up until the 22nd when Venus is in that fourth. Now also on the 1st, we have Mars going opposite Jupiter. So there is some balancing that needs to take place here. Jupiter's been transiting your guys' 10th house, which has to do with work, public related things, career, anything public, anything we do to give back and be of service to society. And so with an opposition here, essentially Jupiter has been expanding this part of your chart. Lots of opportunities here. Now this month with so much emphasis on your home, it's very important that you balance home with family, home and family with your work and career related stuff. Okay, so for those of you who perhaps are very strongly emphasized on work right now at the moment, it's very important that you counterbalance that this month. Bring some more attention to the home, family, things that are close to your heart, and vice versa. For those of you perhaps very much involved in home and family right now, be sure to look for those opportunities and continue to expand in your work. Because if you do that, there can be lots of opportunities, lots of harmony. And really with oppositions, it's about seeing how they're not really opposite at all. That your home and family are your work. It's very important for you to not only have a good solid foundation in your life with your home and family, but your work needs to have that as well. Are you emotionally connected to your work? Do you have strong connections there? Is it facilitating the home? Is it facilitating the family? And vice versa. So seeing those things as one is key for you this month. Now on the 3rd, we've got the Sun going over Pluto, and this is the last of the fast-moving planets to go over from December, which is some transformation, some change. But with so much activity last month with Pluto, this is almost like a last final awareness cultivation that's coming from this. All these aspects were taking place in your 3rd house, which has to do with your thoughts, your communications, and your just overall learning and teaching and exchanging. So with the Sun there, last month there was a vibrance, there was a creative, an awareness of thoughts, of communicating, of self-expression. And so now on the 3rd, one last final aspect, some change and stepping into that power. You know, seeing how it's very important for you to be that conscious creator of your life. The same way that your emotions create your reality, so do your thoughts, so do your conscious orientations, what you're focused on. And so there's some life force energy, some illumination that can come from these positive changes there. Change some old thinking patterns, some old emotional patterns, and then naturally that Sun energy will vibrate, will come alive, and you'll see a lot of that awareness in terms of your whole conscious understanding and your ability to express yourself from the 3rd onward. Now on the 4th, we've got Mars going into Aquarius. So this whole month has an emphasis on being motivated by the things you enjoy, by the things that put a smile on your face. And the 5th house is romance, children, creativity, new businesses, all these types of things. So put the energy in those sectors this month. Through that, naturally, you have that energy that will enliven you, and you'll have that available for other areas of your life as well. But overall, just seeing how you can bring more enjoyment into what you're doing is very much important. Now on the 5th, we've got the full moon, and this is happening in your 9th house. And so this is about the life path, the life direction, the unfoldment, the expansiveness, your higher connection. So this is a month of perhaps getting some important messages and seeing the big picture in your life. Around the 5th, really reflect and see how things are unfolding. Is there expansion? I think the answer to that question is going to be yes. I think this is a time when there's going to be a high time here. You're going to be able to feel very good, very optimistic about your future and about your life path in general. So tap into that and reflect around the 5th, because you might get some new information regarding that. Now on the 10th, we've got the very important aspect of the month, Pluto squaring up to the North Node. This is going on through the 16th, so the middle part of the month here. But we're going to be feeling this all month. And this has to do with more of this Uranus-Pluto square that was taking place back in December. But in this month, it has more to do with taking action towards your overall life direction. And your life direction this year, and is very important this month because there's a shifting here, but it's all year, is towards spirituality. It's in that 12th house. That North Node's in the 12th, which is suggesting that it's very important for you to connect to things on a spiritual level. Everything that you're doing, that you have presence, peace, simplicity in your life, enjoying the simple things. When you're moving in that direction, you're going to notice a tremendous amount of change, tremendous amount of power, especially mid-month here. And overall, any area of your life that you're implementing those 12th house energies, you're going to notice are flowing, are peaceful. So make sure you're getting enough alone time, make sure you're getting enough rest and stuff. But overall, it's about bringing those calming energies into other areas, into all areas of your life. And this is a very important month to do that. Make whatever changes are necessary for you to facilitate a much more peaceful life this month. And this is, again, leading into the entire year. Now on the 14th, we've got the Sun going into Capricorn, which is your 4th house. So this is where things really start to illuminate in terms of your feelings. Seeing how from last month, you changed the way you were seeing things, your perspective on things, how you're thinking and communicating. And then this month, it's going to become aware of how that is enlivening you emotionally. And on a mundane level, this does have to do with creating some perhaps new things around the home and family or past from the 14th and into February. But overall, having a good sense of awareness of what's important to you. What are your sentiments? What are you close to? What are you connected to? Through that, naturally, you'll have a tremendous amount of creative energy to utilize when you're approaching things on the level of, is it emotionally important to you? Very important from the mid-month onward. Now on the 19th, we've got Venus opposite Jupiter. This is a very nice aspect. Again, it's a much greater synergy here between what you're doing on the home and family level and what you're doing on the work level. There's expansion taking place, and you can bring them into both. With an aspect with Jupiter there, it's seeing how when you are expansive at the work, you're also expansive in the home and family, and vice versa. So bring those two together. You'll find that very important for you this month. Now also on the 19th, we've got Uranus conjuncting the South Node. So this is about making sure that you're not focused too much in terms of making sure everything is in order, everything is routinely organized. Over analyzing things with the South Node in the 6th is indicating that, okay, you're definitely good at analyzing, taking care of the day-to-day stuff and also your health, but sometimes it can be overdone. And perhaps maybe you're retreating into it a little bit. Are you retreating into the health, the regiment, the routine in order to escape having to go more into the spiritual side of life? So make sure that's, on some level there will need to be some releasing there in terms of over-attachment or over-focus on those 6th house related things. But all in all, what keeps this very nice and simple is just focus on the North Node. Just focus on creating more peace, presence, spirituality into your life. Now also on the 19th, we've got Mars conjuncting up to Neptune. This is in that 5th house, so with all this motivation and energy in terms of your creative passions and all of this, this is a subtle time, and it's a very spiritual time in relation to that around the 19th. And this is going with the flow, with your energy. So very important around this time, you again, go within, make sure you are taking a break also around this time, getting enough alone time, and spiritualizing things. Now on the 20th, we've got the new moon in that 4th house, so new beginnings involved here, but from the 20th onward, involving home, involving family, your roots, your emotional connections. And so around the 20th, pay attention. It's not the time of action because the energies will be low, but it's a time of reflection, of conscious awareness. So reflect around the 20th, and then as the moon cycle starts to build and into February, start putting action into it. Start bringing more energy into the home and family sphere, whatever that is individually for you. Now on the 21st, we got Mercury going retrograde. So reflecting on home and family related things and also emotional things from the 21st onward. It's not, Mercury retrograde is often talked about in terms of what not to do. It's not in terms of what not to do. It's just treat it as a learning experience. How can you learn more through your family? How can you learn more about your past, where you come from, your soul family, your roots? All of these things will help give you some good information that you can facilitate into February. So reflect on that, learn from it, learn how to improve the home and family situations as well. Now on the 22nd, we got Venus going into Aquarius. So this is where things start to shift in terms of your creativity, your fun, the entrepreneurship, whatever that 5th house related things are for you, really enjoying it, making connections there as well. So from the 22nd onward, express yourself, be yourself, and naturally your relationships will definitely benefit from that. Now on the 31st, the last aspect of the month, we've got Mars going over Chiron, so some final healing taking place involving your creativity or your passions or what have you, 5th house related things. So this is very positive, and then into February you'll feel quite healed in terms of your ability to create or express yourself, etc. All right, so let's go and draw a card for you Libras and see what's in store for you from Spirit. Okay, Gemini. Well, that is where the full moon is taking place on the 5th, so perhaps this is an emphasis to tap into the Geminian side of things, because for you guys, with Gemini ruling your 9th house, when you're exchanging, when you're aware of the day-to-day communicating, wanting to learn, wanting to exchange, it opens you up. And this is that whole expansive energy that's really going to be the flavor for you guys around the 5th, and really for the first half of this month. So step into the Geminian side of things. See how you can exchange more, learn more, treat life as a playful learning experience, and that's overall going to facilitate you on your path with that full moon in the 9th. All right, well, I hope you guys have a great month. Please get in touch if you'd like a personal reading. You can click the link down below for a discount, and I'll see you next time. Take care.